Hi guys, a little impromptu one. So what we're going to do today is some hammer work, some kettlebell work and some broomstick work. If you haven't got a hammer, maybe this one's not for you. Okay, but there's lots on back catalogue. Okay, so we're going to start with a kettlebell pickup because we have been pushing that. So go get your equipment, go. You can pause me. Run. Okay, right, so, and this is mainly for one person. I'm not going to mention their name because I am going to put it out there into the universe. With no further ado, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We've got our pickups. So we've got our kettlebell pickups. And keep that going, guys, because I just want to turn my tones up on my phone and take my glasses off. We're going to work on some 20-10 timers today. Okay, side bend over to your right. Okay, just 10 seconds. Back to pickups. Let's go. So again, as always with my pickups, that kettlebell goes down sort of either slightly behind the ankles, line with the heels, or as far back as you can take it. Side bend to your left this time. Do what you like with your hands on the opposite side. Back to your pickup. So one with, one without. You'll notice that I'm standing up tall every time. So I'm standing up tall and squeezing my buttocks. Okay, keep that coming, gang. Side bend over to that right again. So I've got lots of different options to go with that waist. Back to pickups. So again, I'm going to keep it on the simplest and most effective time frame, which is the 20-10s. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds of ticking over or rest, depending on what we're doing. Side bend, over we go. So I'm recording this because we're a bit thin on the ground. Back to pickups for a triple challenge, and there was only one booked on, so I said to the person who was booked on, would you like your own personalised video and side bend for me back to the right side? And she said yes please, and she shouted out the equipment what we've got. So it's a personalised video. And again, this is instead of the triple challenge, but this person's not over keen on the cardio and has time. Left side. A long time ago realised that weights all the way forwards. Back to pickups for me. Keep going. So weights all the way forward. If you want to change and challenge that body shape, basically it's weights that do it for you. Okay. Keep that going. Side bend over to your left. I've gone wrong somewhere, guys, on the side bends, but hopefully even yourself up. Let's go. So if you just followed my instruction, you'll probably need to do a side bend on your right now. As long as you've got 4 on one side and 4 on the other. So side bend, just even yourself up, gang. Okay, and from there, are you ready? We're going to do some high kettlebell swings. So you're going to go down all the way to the sky and then pause. 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 Now keep going on that one. If you don't want to do that, you can do your clean press and tricep instead, or you can go for your high kettlebell swing. And I'm pausing it there, clenching my bum. Don't let it follow through, and you don't have to pause it for that long. And we've got our high kettlebell swing. Keep that going, guys. So remember, you've got high kettlebell swing or clean squat, press, triceps. 8 more seconds. Time out. Go grab your hammer. Okay. Little Timu advert here. Just getting rid of that. Oh my gosh, all the tools in this truck. Okay, right, so we've got a hammer. So we're literally going to go side lunge, side bend. Going to work the waist a little bit today. Are we ready? Let's go. So down and over, side bend the same side. Now, if you're doing this with a dumbbell at home, obviously you can keep going. If you've got that, you can hold the dumbbell in that hand and then put that hand over the end. Oops. Okay, and then from there, side raise, side raise. Let's go. Back to your side lunge and side bends. Side lunge, side bend. These are really good for your inner thigh and core, waist, shoulder shaping and mobilizing. Bringing that down. Side raise again. That's it. Let's go. Hands back on. Side lunge to side bend. Keep going. This is what it looks like from the side. Side to side bend. Okay, so literally going, making sure you've got that hand right on the end and making sure you're going right the way over. Okay, side raise. Let's go. So, side lunge to side bend. Side lunge to side bend. Side lunge, side bend. Keep that coming. Okay, let's go. Now we're going to do a quick change of side after this one. So just be careful when you change sides. Change sides, so hands. Let's go. Think about the side bend. So the higher you take the hammer or dumbbell away from the head, the more bend you're going to get there. Okay. Side raise. Side raise. Hand back on, side lunge. And it's the same side bend. I didn't give you the option on the other side to bring that foot up, but in all honesty, it's better if you bring the feet right together. Okay, side raise. Now obviously if it's getting too much on the side raise, you can just rest for 10 seconds. You ready? Back to side lunge. So side lunge to side bend. Side lunge to side bend. Now keep that going. So when you're bringing the feet in, bring them in really tight. Bend it over, not leaning forwards. Keep going. Release the stick. Side raise. Remember, you can rest if you want to. I've got one more round. Okay, let's go. Side lunge to side bend. Side lunge to side bend. And again, making sure you're bringing those feet in. Keep the arms up when you go over. Think about a big tall tree blowing over to one side. Let's go. Side raisers. Okay, get rid of that hammer. That's that kettlebell. We're back to that kettlebell pickup, because you know what? Sort of made that my exercise of the week. It does work your lower abs really well, inner thigh, glutes, okay, and it's pretty much a really safe bet exercise. You're not overly bending your knees, you're not using your back, you're just using your glutes to work the best part of a strength exercise. That's if you're following my strict instructions of where the kettlebell is. You don't want it in front of you, it can go a little bit behind you, and then when you stand up you squeeze, and it's one with, one without. Keep that going for me, gang. Five seconds, then you're going to probably get another Timu advert while I reboot. Okay, kettlebell down, go grab your
Send me this. We're funding now.
broomstick. Yep, Timu. Okay, right, so grabbing your broomstick, gang. So we're going to continue the waist theme on this one. Okay, so are we ready? Broomstick in hand. Side bend, right heel. Or left, depending on which orientation that YouTube has decided to use for me. Keeps changing. Side lunge to side bend that we were just doing. Okay, let's take it. Side bend. Now, you will, as you've just seen me, struggle. I tried to do a side bend with my feet here, with a heel touch. Doesn't work, does it, guys? So, make sure you take it out, and then you bring it in narrow. Okay, so out and in narrow for part 2 of the exercise. Feet back out, side bend, heel touch. Now again, this is a 2-part hit on the waist. It's also shoulders. So as you go over there, you're getting it stretched, crunched. Then when you bring it up, bringing that over, you get a little crunch on your lower ab on the opposite side. Okay, side bend, bringing it in again. So you're about to go a little bit further. Okay, so from there, side bend. Last one on the right side. So keep that going. You'll also get some work off the glute on the supporting leg. Okay, bring them in again. Over you go. And then when you hear that buzzer going, next I want you to change sides. Okay, so split them wider. Side bend over, opposite heel. Okay. So it's a side bend, and whichever side you go to, it's the same heel. Try not to let the stick come too far forwards, ideally overhead. Back to that one for me. So again, bringing those feet in for the 10-second exercise. Arms up again, let's go. Heel, side bend. Heel, side bend. Keep that coming again. Remember, stand really tall. The second you look down at the floor, you're failing the option, the exercise. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Side to side bend. Again, remember those feet are coming in. Whoops, hit the wall there. Okay, let's go. So heel, side, heel, side. And again, the more you work over the more effective. Again, remember the side that you're bending into is crunching and the opposite side is lengthening, guys. So over we go, down again, and side bend it. I really like this one, it's fabulous for mobility. Up we go, last round, heel touch, down it goes. I'll keep that coming again. And time. Okay, so last one of these. Side lunge to side bend. Side lunge to side bend. Okay, and from there, take the hands really wide. I've just got my little fingers dropped over on the end. Feet are wide. And I want you to just really twist it away. Mistakes that are made on this one, keep going, are that you bring your arms in here, it becomes a bit wishy-washy, okay? Wishy-washy is a character out of Aladdin in the Christmas pantos, not on my classes. So arms are out strong and you're twisting. Try and keep your eye gaze fixed like mine is. And again, remember, the second you go down to the floor, you're going to be ruining your posture and reducing the effectiveness of the exercise. So keep that twisting, guys. So again, you'll feel that working on these rotatory muscles on the obliques as you're doing this one. Time. Okay. Go grab your hammer again, gang. Go grab your hammer whilst I get rid of yet another Timo advert. Okay. You know how they monitor everything on YouTube? I'll probably get 1,000,001 hits because I've mentioned the word Timo. Timo, 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 Timo. Okay, loads of times, just in case. Right, so we've got an underhand grip going off on the hammer. So you've got an underhand grip there for me. And we're going to go for a low chop or a high chop. You can choose which one. So you're going to go down and then up, or you're going to go over and down. Both work the waist, both work the glutes, both work the arm. Your choice then, guys. Okay. Choose which one. I'm going high, I think. So, and again, I'm just going to bring that round so you can see from the side. It's going up over that shoulder and down past the opposite knee. Bicep curls. Put that hand on the hip if you want to. Now I'm going to stay on the same exercise so you can go between low and high chops. And again, just make sure, if you can do it in front of a mirror or a big TV or glass pane or window, making sure that your knees aren't going in. So keep chopping, guys. Okay, and then bring it into that bicep curl so you can keep both hands on. No reason to take that hand underneath. You can keep it there like that or take it off. Back to your chop. Low or high, your call. Low or high, your call. 10 more seconds. So remember, we can be doing the high chop or we can be doing the low chop. Okay, bicep curls. I'm bringing my feet in because the exercise is just a little better when you've got the feet in. Let's go. High or low chop. So again, these work your bra strap area, gang. So if you don't like that one slightly roll of fat when you fasten your bra up, who likes back fat? Okay, a butcher maybe. Okay. Biceps. Biceps. Change sides. Let's go. So you can go low or high. you can stay on the same one or mix it. But I would, if you've just done a high chop on that side, I would do the same chop or low chop or whatever. Bringing it in for a bicep curl. You'll notice that my elbow is right the way in on my hip there. Back to your chop. Back to your chop, gang. So, whatever you decided to do, we're back to that chop. So whether it's high or low, keep it going. The hammer will always get the heart rate up, gang. Always. Step it in, bicep curls. Okay. Hand on. We'll keep the hand there. Step the feet back out again. Pick which chop you're going for. Low or high or low, your call. Oh, this is a 3 kilo hammer. Can be done with slightly heavier. The heavier hammers tend to have a bit come through on the end there, which is not as easy to use. Bring them in, bicep curls. And then we've got one more set of either the high or low chops. Okay, high or low chop, off you go, guys. So, you can go low or you can go high. Do not try and mix the two exercises. Okay, let's go for that bicep curl again. Okay, pop that down. Exercise of the week again. Oh yeah! Kettlebell pickups. Okay, so kettlebell pickups. Or you can do that kettlebell high swing. If you're doing the kettlebell high swing, make sure you're squeezing your bum tight at the top. If you do that, I'm not going to say it's impossible to go too far back. Virtually impossible. Don't try to do it and don't try and prove me wrong. Okay. It is safely done as long as you feel in control. As always. Again, if you're doing the kettlebell swing or the kettlebell pickups, ground the heels right the way down to the floor. Okay, so the more you press through the heels, the more it's going to go into your bum, inner thigh, lower abdominals. 10 seconds left, gang. And time. Okay, let's go down on the floor for me. Oh no, more Timu adverts. Okay, can you take your kettlebell down with you and your hammer? And we're going to start off with a 1 minute commando with the kettlebell. So I'm just going to come out of that screen, so down on the floor, and we've got a 1 minute commando. I'm not going to just assume that everyone knows what a commando is. Okay, I'm not talking about those big butch men who wear camouflage. Okay, right, so are we ready? So, your commando is over the head, okay, and you can do it without the kettlebell or with the kettlebell or a combination of both. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can do the commando without the weight, with the weight, with or without the weight. Now, the commando, if you are struggling on sitting up, guys, what I want you to do is focus on this element. So you're going to do a little commando, a little earthquake with a little roll back there. So if you can't manage to do the sit-up, or if it hurts your lower back to do the sit-up, it's too long a technical explanation for you guys for a little video to tell you why it's hurting your back, mainly because you're choosing to use your back and hip flexor muscles instead of your abs, and that's probably been a long learned habit, but that's too much for me to go into in this quick video. 5 seconds left, guys. And time. Okay, so staying down on the floor. remove that kettlebell and you're going to put the hammer on the either right hand side or left hand side. I don't mind which side you start with. Ignore that. We're going into our last round of exercises. Bend the knees, hammer in the right hand side, and we're going to go for a fly. So we've got our fly. Nice and simple. And I'm going to make this quite challenging and quite tough. Hopefully. Single arm chest press. You can use 2 or you can rest. Keep that stick still if you're using one hand. Back to your fly. Try and super glue that back down, tip and tilt the pelvis. And chest press. So 1 arm, 2 arms, or resting. Back to your fly for me. So tip and tuck. Through tailbone. Line it down through spine. Keep that coming. Okay, back to your chest press, or rest, or double arm chest press. And then you've got one more set of flies on the right hand side. Let's go. So again, lay that spine down, tip and tuck the pelvis. And again, try and keep your opposite shoulder blade down. I've got my hand lying down on the floor on the back, a soft hand, so that I'm not overly forcing. It's naturally being kept. Single arm chest press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very carefully and not over your face, change sides. Flies. So you've gone the opposite side. So I've relaxed that opposite shoulder down. You can see more of what I mean by I'm not really driving it in there. I'm just letting it relax into the floor. And we've got our chest press again. That's a double. That's a single. And that's a rest. Back up, stick behind you and flies. And chest press for me. Back to fly for me. And again, remember keeping that opposite shoulder down, laying it down and tipping and tucking. So you're just trying to wrap your little bit, the last bit, your tailbone, just up and round your bottom. Okay, and press it up. And back to flies for me. And again, super gluing that shoulder down. We're not super gluing anything, gang, because that's not good, is it? Okay. You don't want to end up in hospital and say I've got a carpet stuck to my shoulder because the instructor told me to super glue my shoulder down. And chest press, gang. Rest or double arm chest press. So it's single arm, double arm, or rest. And time. Okay. Reach it. Round. Okay. And take yourself back for that commando for another minute. Commandos. Oh, that was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Let's go. So, commando. So, all the way. Keep that going, guys. Sorry, my dogs are kicking off outside. So, a little commando to finish. And this has been, let's have a look how long you've been working out for. But you've got another 30 seconds, guys. So, we've been recording for 30 minutes. So, this will be a 30-minute workout going. You'd have probably wanted to know there was a 30-minute workout at the start, wouldn't you? Yeah. But don't worry, I'll put that on the description. 10 seconds. I hate that. I keep forgetting to cancel it and change it. Right, that's it. I've tried to teach that really nice and calm. No bang, 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 no screaming and shouting from me. Play whatever music you want to as background for it. Okay, put me on the big screen, put me on the small screen. Have a watch through the video, and then you can, if you learn it, you can literally put me on mute if you get fed up of listening to what I've got to say. Okay, see ya.